Try to get as much people on, please. Let's go. Okay, it's a party. I'm not gonna lie, it's a party, man. We got, man, listen. You are not mistakenly in the place to be right now, and you could have been anywhere else, but you are here, and we welcome you open arms. All right, we got something special. You already know how we do. Got some stock market time, after hour time. We are here at JF Investments, Upskill Trading Academy. Let's do the money dance first. Let's do the money dance first, because we feeling like it's a party. But listen, we have a lot jam-packed. You are in a place to be. We have a lot jam-packed. We are here to learn from each other. We are here to interact with each other. We are here to break bread. We are here to drop jewels and gems. We're out here. We're feeling good. It's a little hot in here because we're loaded. All right, we're loaded. We're loaded. So this is JF Investments, Upskill Trading Academy, bringing you the best of the stock market, fundamentals, foundation. Every time we get on, it's a wonderful time. All right, it's a wonderful time. So we want to thank everybody for coming out once again. Let's talk about it. We need to talk about it. All right. We need to talk about the history. We need to talk about ourselves. We need to talk about upliftment. We need to talk about a lot of things. But again, special guest in the building, long awaited, long overdue. We're bringing him on. Listen, we are family. We are family. Huh? We are family, man. We are family. We are family. So here you go. I'm going to bring him up. The one and only, needs no introduction. He's all over the place if you didn't know, but we're going to know more of it today. Representing Boulpik, representing 1804, representing the islands, representing trading, uplifting. We got Rickerson himself, Mr. Let's bring him on up. Huh? Let's go. Hello.
Yes.
How you doing? You hear me?
What's going on?
Listen, we need to find out if everyone hears us. Can we get a thumbs up? Can we get a hearts? Drop something, and we need to know, because technology is great when it works. If it doesn't work, it's not great. We need to know if it
there
works.
We go.
You can hear me though?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you good too. I want to know if everyone can hear. All right, we need to know that before we go along, because I know you have so much important things to allow us to know. First of all, I want to thank you for allowing this to come together. I know you're way in California, and I'm going to stop talking for a minute and let you talk, but I know you're way in the West Coast right now. It's about 3 hours behind, and we're way in South Florida. So we want to thank you for making this happen. This is long overdue. I mean, I love it when we can come together like this, you know. So let everyone know who you are, where they can find you. What is this all about?
Well, hello everybody. My name is Ricky. If you don't know me, I'm the founder of Boulpik Trading. Boulpik Trading is a community where we teach individuals how to trade the stock market and also how to trade the crypto market. But not just teach, we provide signal. Okay, we provide signal. Let's say if you're one of those persons who are very busy, you don't have much to do, you cannot do your own technical analysis, we provide you daily signal, whether it's crypto, whether it's option signal. You can find us anywhere on the internet, on any platform, any social media. Just put Boulpik Trading, we will come up. Or you can simply, if you wanna talk to me personally, just put Rickyson89, as you can see in this hashtag. You will be able to get in touch with me. I promise you, if you send me a message, it might take a while for me to respond, but I will respond eventually.
Great, man. No, I vouch for that and contest to that because it was so easy to contact you, man. And I want to thank you for making it so easy because people are in need. And I've contacted a lot. My team has contacted a lot of people, and it's extremely hard. You know, sometimes, you know, they don't look at their messages or if it's DM or their emails. But man, one thing about you, I vouch for that. You answer back. You pick up the phone. You answer the messages. We want to thank you for that. Definitely. I can
No
vouch for
problem,
that.
man. Hey, no problem. I'm all about people, man. You know, without people, we're nothing. Okay, so I'm all about people. I'm all about providing great service. I'm all about helping people. Because the thing is, if we're already somewhere, we got to get other people where we at. So if you know, if they're able to reach, yes, sometimes it might take a while. Sometimes you might miss one or two, but I try my best to you know, communicate with people, communicate with everybody, try to stay in touch, try to provide as much as I can so I could help people who need the help, because there are people out there who really need the help, that whatever I can provide, I'll make sure to make myself available for these people so they can get the help that they need.
Beautiful, man. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So, you know, I'm super excited. And before I get speechless, I got to ask you some things before I get speechless,
Sure.
man, you know? So, I've been following you a long time. It's been great, man. So let us know, how did you learn about trading in the stock market? Where did it all begin for you? Where was the root? What happened?
Well, so like my first time in the stock market was in 2008, first year of college.
Wow.
First year when I graduated high school, my uncle, after graduation, my uncle gave me $1,000. And he said, I don't want you to go to school and spend that $1,000. I
Whoa.
want you to buy some stock, because that's what he does. He invests in the stock market. And I asked him, what do you think I should invest in? And he said, just buy some Netflix. At the time, Netflix was $9. Okay. I put $1,000 on Netflix, and I completely forgot about it. Right. So I have a background in finance. I went to school, you know, I was at USF, FAU. I got my master's in finance at Kansas State University. And then I started working for Morgan Stanley. And I was managing some of those rich people portfolio, and I'm looking at how much money they have, and most of their wealth well made through the stock market. And I'm saying, what am I doing wrong? I'm actually managing those people's portfolio for them, and I'm in the same way. I can do it, the exact same thing I'm doing for them, I can do it for myself. So this is when it opened my eyes, and I'm not gonna lie, I lost a lot of money, you know, when I start trading,
Okay.
because I did not, even though I had the background in finance, I did not have the trading, the technical analysis, a lot of those concepts that I did not understand, you know, how to do certain things. So I ended up losing a lot of money until, you know, that's what piqued my interest. It was, you
Okay.
know, seeing me managing those portfolios with a lot of money, and then where I'm making those people money, and I thought to myself, I could make that money could be mine. Why am I doing it for somebody else? And that's what got me into, you know, become a trader.
Well, wow. No, that's powerful, man. That's powerful, man. That background there. That's powerful stuff, man. So it's like kind of like you were like suited, like you was like ready to go into the stock market, like it was waiting for you. It was waiting for
It was
you to come to it.
definitely because I really wanted, what I really wanted to do was, you know, get a master, just like a typical American dream, right? Get a master
Yes.
degree, go to New York, work at Wall Street, make a lot of money, wear a suit, and then you out there, you know, doing good stuff, and then you're telling people you're doing good stuff. But then all of that, I'm doing it for somebody else. I'm not doing it for myself. I'm making those people more money, and they're giving me a chump change. So I'm saying, so why don't I do that myself for me? because I already know what I'm doing, so I can just do it instead of doing it for them. I'll do it for me.
So is that what made you go full time? Like, was it once upon a time you said, okay, that's it. I want to go full time right now. Like, you just was it during work, or did you wake up and say, hey, or did you talk to someone and they said, and it sparked the interest, like, hey, I want to just do this full time for myself. How did that come about?
Man, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with trading. I fell in love with trading because
Wow.
there is something sitting in front of a computer, and I also have a background in an information system. I do a lot of studies. I
Okay.
do, whether it's in school, whether it's on my personal time, whether it's courses that I buy, whether it's a lot. I do a lot. I put a lot of knowledge into the first thing before I started working on my um, as a portfolio manager.
Okay.
I was working as a web designer, but I had no experience in school as a web designer. I learned it myself. So, you know, I decided to go full time is when I realized how much money I could make in, trading, how much money there is in the stock market. Because the thing is, I said, okay, I want to invest, but I don't have the income to invest, right? At that
Right.
time, I was working, the money I was making, I was just paying bills with it. So, but I don't have enough money to invest. So then I realized if I, trade to give myself an income, so I could use that income to trade, right? I'm sorry, to give myself an income, I could use that income to invest and become wealthy. And this was the goal. I use trading. I can trade full time, and when you do the math, if I'm able to make $1,000 a day trading, I'm making 250K a year. That most people don't do that. If I make
Okay.
400, if I make $400 a day,
Right.
I make $100,000 a day. That's what most people uh, do not understand, and that's the concept that they don't get. And is that um, you could make if you but the first you need the knowledge. You cannot get in that market without knowledge, right?
Okay.
So you need the knowledge, get yourself the knowledge. So that's what I did. Although I have the background in finance, so I had to go do my own research, follow other people, take all the courses, read some books, watch some videos. And then once I was confident enough, and I decided, you know what, I'm going full time, and I'm gonna use that full time money to actually become a trader and invest that money into something else.
Love it, man. Love it, love it. So now let's further dive into you, right? Because I believe people learning about you, they can see themselves in you, or they can relate, right? So
Right.
what do you initially trade? Do you trade shares? Do you trade options? Do you trade both? No, you're in a. Let's go. Let's start there.
Yes, so I trade three things. Well, I trade two. I would say two. I trade the stock market and the crypto. But as far
Okay.
as the stock market, I do mostly options. I trade mostly options, but I will do shares here and there if I see a good opportunity. Because both of them got their ups and downs, right?
Okay.
Some of them, you got your pros and cons, regardless of what you get yourself into. There are pros, there are cons. Uh, uh, it depends on what I'm trading because I do a lot of what we call small account challenges. Those you will better off with options, right? But if I'm trading with a large account, I see that there's opportunity for me to, I'm to make money off the shares.
Right.
Then I could possibly make more money off the share than option. Then I will go ahead and do that instead of just do the option. So I will do both, either or. Depends on what opportunity presents itself. And I also do crypto. So I trade crypto futures, here and there.
Okay, beautiful. And you know what? I can relate to that, man, because I always tell people, right? And I even put videos out too that if you have a small account, then yes, you may want to play options because it's cheaper. But if you have a large account, you want to play shares because you don't have to deal with the volatility of the options. Every penny you make off of the share price, right? Buying shares is going to reward you. But if you do the options, you have to deal with the volatility. You have to you know, every 3 pennies, maybe every 4 or 5 pennies, you may see your money. But with the shares, every penny you make money. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. So you do
Yes.
both and a little bit of crypto.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I do both. I do all of them. Yep.
Okay. So are you a day trader, a swing trader, position trader, a long-term trader? What kind of trader are you specifically? What do you prefer?
What I'm not a position trader. I really do not have that patience. I cannot
Okay. Okay.
be,
Okay.
I cannot let a trade sit for that amount of time. I'm
Uh,
mostly a scalper. I have my own strategy. I will get into a trade. I know where I'm going to take that profit. I know where I'm going to cut my loss, and it depends. And I will do swings here and there. I'm mostly a day trader. I
okay.
rarely let my I rarely let my position or whatever I'm in, my trade stay overnight unless I already do the analysis and see it is possible for that trade to, increase overnight. Okay. Or it depends on what or it depends on the trend of the market. Right.
Okay.
So that's, that's how I looked at it. So, but I'm mostly a day trader.
Okay, okay. So listen, walk us through your daily routine, right? Walk us through your daily routine. How do you set yourself up and set your mind up for success? Mentally, how do you prepare yourself? I mean, I don't know. Some people listen to music. I don't know. I don't want to give you no suggestions, but let us know how you
Yes.
set yourself up mentally for this stock market, to conquer this stock market.
It's a lot behind it. I'm very motivated by, I'm motivated by money. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Money is the
I'm very
motive.
motivated.
Money is the motive.
Yes, money is the motive, and I'm motivated to make other people better. So on the morning, just so you guys know, I'm on the West Coast, so I wake up super early. I'm up. For me, the pre-market open at 1 a.m. That means
That's
in most cases
done there.
I will be up. In most cases, I will be up at 1 a.m. I sleep during the day. So if I'm up at 1 a.m., I'm done trading at around 7 a.m. for me, perhaps 9 a.m. for me, and I go to sleep, right? Because usually I like to watch the market and see what's going on when the market just opened, so I can see where my opportunity is at, right? So
Okay.
I don't have any other type of mental work that I do besides turn that computer on and look at the market and look at the trend. And actually, there is one thing that I do is I have CNBC open,
Okay.
and sometimes it will be Bloomberg on the TV in my trading room. So I will kind of leave it on and see what's going on, if there's anything crazy going on in the world. Because even though I'm a purely technical analysis trader, you can't really ignore what's going on out there in the world. So
Definitely.
you have to be cognizant. You have to be cognizant of that and know what's going on before you make your decision. Okay, so I make sure I use 5 to 10 minutes and see what's going on in the world, if there's any really bad news, and then I open that computer and see where the market is, whether or not the trend we are red, we green, and the first thing I looked up is SPY and QQQ. Right,
Okay.
I will go ahead and look at SPY and look at QQQ. That will determine the trend of the day. That will determine the trend of the day, what stocks. Then I have a specific watch list. Then I go to the watch list to see what I'm going to trade, whether it's volume, whether it's because of a news, or whether I see a great opportunity. It will depend on each day, will depends on what's going on for that day. I don't have a set rules, but what I do have is a routine that I have is purely market based. It's something that I teach my students. It calls prepare, right? It goes whether it's English, because I do a lot of Creole teaching. Whether in English it will be prepare, and Creole it will prepare, right? So I will look at the P is usually it's a whole acronym where I go through each acronym and see what's going on in the market. What's going on in the market, and then from there, then I make my decision what I'm going to trade, how I'm going to trade, the position I'm gonna take and all of that.
Oh man, good stuff. Good stuff. I mean, you really educated us, and that works for you. So that works for you, correct? That's you've been doing
Yes,
that for a long
it
time.
works. Yes, it works for me. It works for me.
Wow.
That's my strategy. You know, it works for me, and I teach it to other people too. The cool thing about trading, everybody doesn't have to have the same strategy. We could have different strategy and come up with the same solution. Okay,
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
you know, I teach it. If it works for you, anybody will welcome to keep it
Yeah.
and see how you know how it works for you, because
Yeah.
because there's so much money to make, and in the market itself I cannot make all that money by myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so and this is why I teach my knowledge. This is why I teach my skills. This is why I want to make my community better.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I love it though, because that's basically what a lot of traders do in general. I mean, they check out current events, they see what the trend of the market is. They whether they look at the indexes, whether it's the Nasdaq, and you know the SPY is the S&P 500, and then you have the Nasdaq, which is the QQQ. It's beautiful. No, I agree. That's what most people do. Listen, man, tell us where we can find you. Tell us what we can do, and when we do find you, let us know, huh?
So you could find me on, again, like I said, if any social media you put Boulpik Trading, will come up, or you could go to boulpiktrading.com. You could go to boulpiktrading.com. You will see, what we do, how we do it, the people we've helped, and stuff like that. And if you go on Google, it's pretty much go on Google, type Boulpik Trading, or just type my name,
What's your
Erickson
name?
Ricky
What's your
Eugene.
name?
If you, my full name is Erickson Ricky Eugene.
No.
So if you put that, I'll come up. I promise you.
Yes.
If you put Erickson Ricky Eugene, I'll come up on Google, or Boulpik will come up on Google.
Well
Something
done.
will come up, you'll see me, and then just check out our website again. It's boulpiktrading.com, and then you will learn a lot. You will see for yourself.
Yeah, I see they're dropping it, man. They're dropping it in the chat, man. Your fan base is awesome. Listen, this where we have fun. This is the juicy part right here. Let us
I'm
know.
ready.
Let us know what is bull peak. Hold on, wait. What is bull peak? Because when I think of bull peak, what is it? The peak air? Because I know it's Creole, it's Haitian. Let us know. I want to know in English. I want to know in Creole for my not, because see, my Americans or my non-Haitians, we want to know too, what is bull peak? Kisa bull peak say même. Like when I hear bull peak, I don't know. Is it a peak on my guy, or is it where? How did it formulate? Where did it come from? What does it mean? What does it stand for? Let us know, please. They want to know.
All right. So for my Haitians, right? Well, for my non-Haitian, mostly my Haitians already know. So Boulpik is if you grew up in Haiti, you play marble. I'm pretty sure people that grew up here as well play marble. It's
Okay.
something that we play in Haiti called marble. You play that with friends and stuff like that. So it's something that I wasn't allowed to play growing up. I've always had the interest. I've played it, but I've always had to hide from my parents, because if they see you in the street playing it, I get a whipping. So so I couldn't play it much. So but I liked it. So when I started my first company, it was Boulpik Media. It was a web design and marketing company. Okay, so Boulpik, I like the name Boulpik. You know what? So everything that I do now, I call it Boulpik, meaning what it really is when you play that marble, okay? When you play that marble, the best marble out of that pile that you have, the one you use for everything, okay?
Ah.
That's the Boulpik, right?
Oh, wow.
So
Wow.
that's the bull peak. Okay. So that's the bull peak that you use. So to whether you I'm trying to think of the English word and Creole no it'll take it. So you utilize it for taking automatically, all right? So we call that bull peak. So it's the best out of the pile. So I figured I'm gonna use that name because it's Now we have our own meaning. So what words is, word, you know, someone asked me at one time, why Boulpik? Why did I choose a Creole name? Why? Then I asked him a question. I said, do you know what Jumia is? He said, no. So, okay, is Jumia an English word? He's like, I don't even know what Jumia is. Like, Jumia is the largest marketplace in Africa.
Okay, right.
Right now, you can go to the stock market and put Jumia. You'll be able to trade Jumia in the stock market.
It's like the Walmart of
So,
Africa, so to speak, right?
yes, it's like the
Right.
Walmart, the Amazon of Africa. So,
Amazon of Africa.
pretty much, yes, so pretty much, you don't have to know what exactly a word means, but if you ask me for a definition, I'll tell you what Boulpik. I put my own meaning. My community put their own meaning to Boulpik. Boulpik to us right now is financial literacy. Boulpik is financial freedom. Boulpik is financial independence. So we want to make people financially free. We want to make people not be able to work for other people. Just like I stopped working for other people, you know, we have a lot of members from Boulpik who doesn't work for other people in Europe because of what we teach them, because of the knowledge they take from us, because of how they use their knowledge to make money, okay, with Boulpik. So now, our definition to the word Boulpik now, it means financial freedom. Okay, that's our simple
That's what
definition
it
to
stands
Boulpik.
for.
It stands for financial freedom.
Men mi, yo di si l pa Boulpik ki pa bon, non? Se sa yo di, si l pa Boulpik.
Si pa Boulpik
La
ki
gen
pa
krel la
bon,
pou nou, paske gen plizye moun la ki pale krel, yo
y
bouke
ap y ap
angle
mande
sa.
kreol,
Yo bouke
y ap mande
angle
bon.
sa.
Ok, mwen sa nan komentè. E, jem deja di, mwen de depil pa Boulpik, li pa bon,
Di pa bon.
mwen te kwe, majorite moun ki la tou, map tan nou sou Boulpik, map tan nou sin gen kesyon. Den gen kesyon ka toujou di mwen, mpa do map repon nou jodi ou demen, but map repon nou kanmen. Jem di nou an, Boulpik se liberté finance, ok?
Okay.
Boulpik
Liberty
se
of finance.
liberté finance, liberté finance. Okay, that's literally c'est ça Boulpik qui est pour moun qui t'a mané créole yo et m connais nous déjà connaît qui ça Boulpik qui est nous compte que map avec Boulpik. Okay? Nous compte que map avec Boulpik. Boulpik c'est depuis nous parler de Boulpik, nous parler de moun qui capable lever jodi à la ou dire que me pral en vacances, il pas gen moun qui a demandé est-ce que vous en vacances. Of course, vous gen madame, vous gen mari ou ka mande yo puis ko aller se pas dire ça. But et ou pas gen aucun employé ou pral dire comme ça. Et est-ce que m'ka en fait, est-ce que m'ka apprendre tel yabdou non ou pas tout bagay piti yo? Non.
Right.
Et nous avons tout le monde qui est dans Boulpik et goal nous c'est pour nous faire plus monde et atteindre rêve yo que c'est gain l'argent. Okay? One thing that I always say is as a community, there's two things that we're missing. Okay? We're missing money, we're missing education.
Right.
If we have money, we can educate ourselves. The lack of education comes from not having money. But if we have money, if we have, if we have education, we can make money. Okay, the reason why right now that I don't have 100,000 shares of Apple on my name is because my mother did not know what the stock market is in 1989 when I was born. For her to buy me, to get me a custodial account so I could put $1,000, $2,000 on it. So now when I grow up, I have to work, get a job and I have to do things like that. I don't want my kids to grow up like that. Now I have the knowledge, but I have the education, I have the knowledge. I can start a fund for my kid when they grow up, when they turn 18. What most people don't know, especially us, we, for example, I will take a clear example. Let's say, during tax return, we make some money. Some of us make money. We have kids. We could use a fraction of that money, okay? We could use a fraction of that money to start investing for our kids.
Right.
That way, when they turn 18, 16, 17, they not struggle. They don't struggle like we did. Okay. So now we have the knowledge. Okay. Now we have the knowledge. We got to use that knowledge to become financially free. Even if it's not you per se, it will be your kid or your grandkid. And that's what other community are doing. Okay. Again, I'll go back. I'm sorry for taking too long. You know, this is somewhat passionate to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll go back to when I was at Morgan Stanley. I will have 24, 25, 26-year-old, 18-year-old kid that coming up to me with an account with their account have like 7, 8, 9, $10 million on it.
Right.
And they never work a day in their life. They haven't lifted a finger. Right. That's because their parents started early for them. Right. Their parents, yes, we had a setback as a community. Okay, we had a setback. We already know the history, but we can change that. Okay, we can change that by with financial literacy. We can change that with more knowledge on what really is financial freedom, with more knowledge in the stock market, with more knowledge in crypto, and with more knowledge in wealth and investment. Those are there. We can learn them and create our own path. Okay, so it's not easy, but it's feasible. It's feasible.
Right, and you're doing it. So I'm glad, because sometime or another I had to stop you, Ricky. I had to stop you. You out of control. You go no, but I love it, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful because a lot of us don't know and didn't know, and it's all about the knowledge that allows us to know, and with that knowledge we can act upon it, and we can also be financially free. I love that Boulpik has a name that's like a mystery to some people who does know, but you made it be clear. But then it also stands for something. So now you say money is the motive. I heard, right? I heard that it has produced a lot of millionaires. Like, is that true? Is it a rumor? I mean, let me know, because I heard it, but I want to hear from you. Is it like, has it produced some successful people?
Yes. So, and Boulpik, in the year of 2021, which is last year, 24 millionaires come out of Boulpik. Now, there's 23 of them that I personally know. Wow. One of them, I literally, because I sent out a survey at the end of the year. It says 24. There's one of them. The reason why you will see people say 23 is because there's one we don't know who it is, so we don't want to speculate. Okay, we don't want to speculate. Mystery person. Yeah, so we wanna provide the right numbers to the right data, so people don't, you already know how people gonna be, right? So non-millionaires, there's about 23, 21 of them which were Haitian, 2 non-Haitian, that make at minimum $1 million. Okay. That is because of the boom of the stock market and the crypto market. And then on top of that, on top of those 23 millionaires, we have other individuals that make enough money where they do not have to work for someone anymore. They sit at home now and trade. Those are the people that were living paycheck to paycheck. They make that decision to learn. They make that decision to join Boulpik, and then now they're financially free. And then this is this is what motivates me to do this even better. Right now, Boulpik, we are going to be one of the first, company to be tokenized. We're coming up with our own crypto, our own token.
Love it. Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So with that, it's a way for us to create more opportunities for other individuals. Whether you decided to invest in it, whether you decided to learn, because the whole goal of Boulpik is to educate people about finance, so they know, so they can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so we have planned to expand in Africa. We have planned to expand in the whole Caribbean as well, teaching people.
Whoa, okay, hold on. I want to make sure I heard it, because I think you looking at my notes. First, I think you're looking at my notes. I don't want you to go too far ahead, because I think you've seen my notes. But I want to ask you about that. I want to ask you about that, because before the Discord came about, I had a WhatsApp, and we all had WhatsApp. You know, I had a WhatsApp community, and it had a lot.
Uh-huh.
You know, is it 591? I forgot the zip code, but it had a lot of Haitians on the WhatsApp. I'm pretty sure YouTube had it as well. My question is, do you think Haiti is well informed about stocks and crypto? Do you think so?
I don't think Haiti is well informed yet, but based on the survey, based on the survey that some news media did, Haiti is the #1 country in the Caribbean,
I heard that.
that invested in crypto. Okay,
Wow. I'm talking
you know,
Vanessa. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So
You think
I
it's
used to
true?
say,
You think it's true?
well, I believe it is true.
Okay.
I believe it is true because we do have a lot of Nubian, crypto influencers, that are Haitians,
Okay.
regardless as Boulpik, we have other communities here avec l'autre monde tout qui a éduqué moun dans sa crypto. But I don't think we are well aware of the crypto world yet. We don't we still have a lot to go. Okay,
Right.
we still have a lot to go, but I believe there's still room to improve and to get more people involved. In crypto, get more people involved in the stock market. One thing, 5, 6 years ago, if you live in Haiti, you could not invest in the stock market.
Mm.
Okay,
Okay.
so we have created a way. In the last 2, 3 years, I've contacted so many places to see if they, although some countries, I'm sorry, some brokers let other international countries, be able to invest in the U.S. Haiti was not part of not a single one of them. I've been, doing back and forth with a lot of other brokers so they could add Haiti to their platform. So, kids in Haiti, individuals in Haiti who would
Yeah.
like to invest, qui t'a investi dans stock market là, puis ou ka gagne opportunity ça, puis ou investi dans stock market là. So, the fight is not done. We're looking to see if more brokers could add Haiti on their platform. Of course, there are a lot of decentralized platforms that can do that, but also, the stock market is really hard to get, people from Haiti, because there's a lot of things that come behind it. We don't have to talk about here, but we'll hopefully soon, we will have a full transparency where people in Haiti can easily access, the stock market,
So what can we do? What can the viewers do? What can we do to bring more awareness to help the people out in Haiti? We want that. That's a great question. Like, what can we do? Okay, I know Boulpik has their thing going on. I know Jeff Investments, Upskill Trading Academy has their thing going on, and they contribute. But the people that that we teach and we coach, how can we help and contribute to bringing more awareness to Haiti, to giving those kids an opportunity, to bringing financial freedom? How can we help? What do you think?
It's pretty simple. Social media is our #1 help, the best help we could get right now.
Okay.
It's share the wealth. Okay, the information, where to get that information. Send it to a friend, tag a friend, let them know. If you already know, educate them. Talk to them about how they can make, money in a way they can understand. If you cannot do it yourself, refer them to it like a video. Just let bring awareness to that side of the spectrum, the financial world. It's a huge market. We all could benefit from it. So don't be greedy. Just share that wealth to everybody that regardless what language they speak, regardless where they're from, regardless the capacity of learning. We all can learn somehow. Just you make sure that you share that. Especially, we are talking about the stock market and crypto, Boulpik, GF investment right now. If you know a friend that's on Instagram, tag them. I guarantee you they will watch that video and they will learn. They will inquire about it and make their own decision. You don't have to force them, but they will, once you know it, I can guarantee the way marketing works. If you show a message to 100 people, you know, the whole 100 will see it, okay? Then 50 would at least click on the link. 10 will probably add it to the cart, and then maybe 5 of them will, get to that. 5 of them will actually, follow through and get the process done.
Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I cut you off a little bit. You were saying that you're going off to teaching. Do you teach people in almost like every island? Do you teach people around the world? Do you only teach in California? Where does your length go? How far do you go in Boulpik?
We teach everywhere. We teach everywhere. We have in our Discord, we have Dominicans, we have Nigerian, we have Jamaican, we have American. We teach everywhere. Again, like I was saying earlier, we have planned to expand. Okay, the Boulpik brand in the Caribbean, in Africa,
everything.
We will be everywhere teaching people, how to be financially free. Okay, it's pretty simple. When I say simple, not easy, but it's feasible. It can be done.
Oh, wow. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm excited. I'm excited to be on board at this moment in time. Again, let everybody know where to find you at. Let everybody know what to do when they find you. Let everybody know.
Again, hey, if you need to find me, Boulpik Trading, any social media, Boulpik Trading you can, or you could go to Rickison89, either one of those. Boulpik Trading, you'll find us on every single social media. Boulpik Rickison89, you'll find that on any social media. They have the same hashtag, the same name everywhere on every single platform. Message me once you find me. I will respond. Or if you go to the website, boulpiktrading.com, I have reps on there that could talk to you, or you could simply call 941-467-9063. One of my reps, or personally me, will answer the phone, will talk to you and let you know what's up.
Love it. And I love it because I think that's why the people love you so much, because you're so transparent. Listen, I got a sidebar for you, Ricky, man. I got a sidebar. Somebody DM'd me, man, and told me to ask you. They told me to ask you, you hear? They told me to ask you, do you think Sheba is coming back? I think you got to give him a moment. I think ooh, okay, Ricky got to get back on. Ricky got to get back on. But yeah, listen, I still got more questions for him. Listen, if you have any questions, he'll get back on. If you have any questions for Rickison while you have him here on this platform, suge question pour Ricky. Ask right now. Drop it right now. We're gonna slide it into him. While he's on this platform right now, we're gonna ask him all the questions we can, but we have more questions for him. It gets more juicy, all right? It gets more better. And I love it because you rarely have, our culture bringing about awareness like this. And it's beautiful, man. Parce, man, Haiti needs this, man. Not only Haiti, but our community needs this. Our people needs this to come together. Not a lot of people want to collaborate. Not a lot of people want to come together and share the knowledge to everybody. A lot of people want to keep it for themselves. So it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful that Ricky is giving his time to let us know, to come together right now today and let us know what to do, what not to do, what he stands for, what he's about. He is out here. He's making a difference. That's why I reached out to him, because I see he's making a difference. And a lot of times, I want to say for the viewers, right? A lot of times we see, a lot of times we think we're not making a difference. Right? We think we're not making a difference, but we are. We are making a lot of difference. And I want to encourage everybody to keep on going. keep on going. So I want to give a special shout out to some of our sponsors right now. You know, I want to give this while Ricky's getting back, and we need to, I need to text him to see if he's okay, man. Maybe his phone went out. Okay, there he is. Before I bring him back, I want to give a special shout out. I want to give a special shout out to Johnny Jasmine, my man. You know, I want to give a shout out to Johnny Jasmine, my man. Dre, Lawyer Dre, we going to Jamaica, baby. We're going to make it happen. I want to give a shout out to JJ Variety Store on 7th Avenue. You know, Salon already. I want to give a shout out to Land. I want to give a shout out to Illy Shots. I want to give a shout out to everyone listening right now. Okay, let's bring him back. Let's bring him back. I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back where he's at. I want to see his face in the place, right? Uh-oh. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Everybody was sweating, man. They were sweating. Where are you?
No, yeah, I don't know. My phone just turned off by itself. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so I'm back now.
Okay, great. It's good. So listen, I heard. You need to tell me if it's true. I heard you've written some books. You know, I want to know just briefly about that. You know, and let us know because by letting us know, you know, you inspired, right? Did you write them yourself, or you know, did you speak and somebody wrote it? How did these books come about? You know, if it's true, you know, tell us about that because that's very inspirational.
Yes, I wrote about 3 books. I wrote them myself. I literally, most of them were I write them as I was doing the actual experience. Okay, the very first book I wrote was a dropshipping book when I was in the line of doing dropshipping, marketing, and web design. So and I've had a lot of success doing dropship, right? So I wrote a book, you know, detailing every single secret, you know, I had, every single, you know, step that I've taken, even more like a documentary, every single step that I take to create my drop shipping and make, you know, over, you know, $500,000 in a year, you know, doing drop ship, right? Every single detail, one by one, I did that. And then I wrote 2 other books about stock market. One of them is now it's a basic stock market book that will teach you the basic. One thing, you cannot be a trader without knowing, you know, the basic of the stock market, without understanding the stock market, right?
Okay.
So I wrote a book. It talked about it kind of align more with investors, you know, people who invest mostly than people who trade. But if you're a trader, it's also good to read it as well, so you can learn some of the basic things in the stock market. It tell you things about a lot of things that inspired me about writing that book. Is, you know, at one point Warren Buffett was someone that I admired a lot. You know, growing up, you know, when I was learning about stocks and investment or whatnot. So I watched a lot of his, you know, I went to several of his, you know, mastermind and stuff like that.
Right.
So if you read that book, you'll see that I quote him a lot. A lot of those things that he said that I learned about him, I put them in the book for you. His strategies, I put them in that book for you so you could learn some of those very basic things, but they go way, way, way far. They're very basic. Once you know, get a good grip of the stock market, but they go way, way, way far into learning, you know, different things about what you should invest in and how you should go about investing. It is what we call like a value investors. You know, we know there are different type of investors.
Right.
If you are a value investor like Warren Buffett is, you know, there are ways you could make a lot of money investing. The other book that I wrote that book while I was in Poland in 2020. Long story short, I got stuck in Poland doing some, I went to Europe and I got stuck with coronavirus. So I spent that time and wrote a book about trading because I figured a lot of people, because people learn different, right? Some people learn by reading, some people learn by watching, some people learn by doing. So I figure, you know, I'm already here doing this. You know, I have a lot of time in my hand. especially if I'm in Europe, my time is completely different. So during the day, I have a lot of time in my hand. You know, I'm gonna write a book about day trading,
Wow.
specifically detailing all my strategies. You know, from the candle that I use to what indicators that I use, to every single detail about day trading that I have, that I follow, that I learn. I let you know what works for me and what never don't work for me. That doesn't mean what doesn't work for me is not going to work for you. So it's a matter of you, giving it a try and learn it and see how that goes for you. Those are the books, and that day trading books, it did sold a lot of copies on Amazon and on Barnes and Noble. So yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
went on Amazon. I went on Amazon and I put it in my cart. I don't know if my wife ordered it or not, but yeah, definitely it's a beautiful, man. Man, I was so happy, man. It's a beautiful thing to see that, so my next question is probably two in one. First, you got to give us the name of the books, right? Because I know those books you definitely recommend for the world. And then I want you to give us, if there is one other book you recommend for anyone else that is, need to be successful, starting, whatever the case may be in the stock market or, psychologically. Give us one other book, if there is one, that'll help us.
okay. I'm gonna show you because I have them right here, so you could
You
see.
better, you better, you better. Beautiful, man. Wow. Man,
Okay,
Shimmy is
so
great. I like that shirt too.
appreciate it, appreciate it. So this is
Okay.
this one called Stock Market Investing 101.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna write
So when you go to order it, if you go to Amazon, this is it need to look like this. Anything other than that, that's not it. It has my name
okay.
on it too. You'll see it. It's really it's not a long book. There's about 130 36 pages to learn. There's a lot of value, a lot of good information in that book, right? So you could go to Amazon, Barnes and Noble. Pretty much, if you go to Google, you put my full name, which is Erickson Ricky Eugene. These books will come up. You'll see it. They'll be highlighted on Google. The other book that I wrote, it called Day Trading: The Ultimate Guide, right? The Ultimate Guide Day Trading. It looks like this, right? You could order that book on Amazon, on Lulu, on Barnes and Noble, pretty much anywhere that sells book, right? You can
Yes.
order them. Right now, I think I had sent a discount the other day. They should be pretty cheap right now. Giving people opportunities to buy them if they want to. And if you also join, when you log it, go, if you decided to join Boulpik, you will get PDF of these books for free where
Wow.
you don't have to purchase them. Now, to your question, I'm not really a great reader. I don't really. I usually use read inspirational books, right? Two books that I read. One of them is Rich Dad Poor Dad. I
Yes.
read that and it was really good. I know mostly everybody read that book or heard about it somehow.
Yes.
I've read that book. It's mentally it will give you a lot of mentally it will give you a lot of motivation. Uh, uh, that book motivated me to do good things. The other book that I read is this is a very powerful book. It's called Millionaire Success Habits. This book really, tell you, how to mentally think as a millionaire, even though you're not a millionaire yet. How to have a habit of being a millionaire. Okay. And with this book, it will make you feel like a millionaire. If you feel like a millionaire, I can guarantee you're going to be a millionaire. Okay. Before
Here we are.
before I hit seven figures, I was always feel like I'm a millionaire. I always say I wanted to be, to have seven figures before 30. It didn't happen before 30, but I made it somehow, it happened, right? So that book again, it's by Dean Graziosi.
What's
Dean Graziosi.
okay?
Yeah, Millionaire Success Habit.
Habit.
Yep.
Okay.
So that book is very inspirational. If you read it, it will give you a lot of insight, a lot of knowledge, a lot of do's and don'ts, a lot of it's a really great book to read. Honestly, you will learn a lot. you will learn a lot from it. Those are the only two books that I would, beside that, every other book that I've ever read were pretty much how to,
Right.
I remember I read, they how to's, I read a book on how to code, I read a book on how to do certain things. I feel like it's very important.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you have any type of interest in something, you find a book that teach you how to do it,
Right.
and then you follow it step by step. I can guarantee you, because it's there. You can refer to it at any time. It's there for you to guide you. I read a lot of how-to books, and those two inspirational books that I read is this one and Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Beautiful, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Let's get to the last quarter. Let's get to the last quarter because the viewers, man. I want to thank everyone. Please follow Rickerson, follow Boulpik, follow Jeff Investments, follow us so you'll be notified and you'll know just what we're doing, where we're at, so you can support, you can contribute. Like, I know that everything that Boulpik does, he does it for the community. That's what we're about. That's what we need to do. So now let's go into the final quarter and let's learn a little bit. Let's dive into this trading the Boulpik way, right? So I got the court. So I want to know. We want to know, what is it, or how do you, what indicators you use? How do you look for your stocks? Is there a certain indicator? Is there a certain something that allows you to say, hey, I'm trading this today, I'm putting this on my watch list today? What is it that allows you to choose a stock you're going to choose for the day?
So I have a watch list that I have not changed in years. I trade pretty much almost the same ticker almost every day. Right now, I'm in love with trading the indexes with SPY and QQQ.
Okay.
Because I
Right
find
now.
it really,
You think I'm not
yeah.
going?
So I find it really therapeutic. I find it really, when you just focus on one stock, and then so you can follow the move and knows it. I remember at one point I was trading Neo for a good amount of time because Neo was making the same move every time, right? So once you get in the habit of knowing your stocks, you have to know your stocks. Pick a few and learn them and look at the pattern, right?
Yes.
So what I do is, again, I have a watch list consider of some big stocks like Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Snapchat, um, PayPal, Square. These stocks, I have them on a watch list,
Yeah.
and I literally trade them almost. Look at them at every opportunity I have and see if my and I looked at them and see if there's any. Give me 1 second. Let me put this in charge real quick.
Okay.
This is that.
Yeah. You see if there's any
Should be.
opportunity. You see if there's any opportunity for them.
Yes, see that if there's any opportunities to trade. So in the morning, the indicators that I use, right? I'm in love with my 200 MA,
Okay.
for the my 200 moving average. I'm in love with it. It's like a key level for me. Every time I see it start crossing that, my eyes just open, looking at it to, take the next move. In my chart, you will see I have my RSI. Okay, I have my RSI. I have my perhaps I have my MACD. I don't usually have my MACD, but I will have it if I need some type of confirmation. Okay, then I will have my 200 moving average, my 50 moving average, my VWAP, my 20 moving average, and my EMA, my 9 moving average. I
Okay.
use those. Now, there's a specific way that I use those, whether one is crossing the other, whether one is holding, whether, there's some type of support or resistance, either or, I'm always looking for a breakout or a breakdown, whether I'm breaking out on the upside or whether I'm breaking down on the downside. So that's what I trade, because trading option, your best bet is to get on a breakout, because you don't want to get stuck on the grinding move up and down. If you do, you will be your premium. You will lose your premium before you even make that money by the end of the day. So you want
Yeah,
to move.
yes. I don't want you to lose anybody, but you are so correct. So you mean breakouts out of what? Breakouts out of support and resistance, breakout out of a trend,
Yes.
breakout out of a pattern, what breakout out of what?
Breakout of a support and resistance.
Okay. Okay.
It could be literally it's any breakout. It could be a breakout of let's say if I'm looking at a double top. Okay. This is the this pattern. This chart is forming a double top. That means we're looking at a bearish situation. Now, if you break out below that double top, boom. If we have a double bottom, if we have if it's a chart pattern, if we have like an ascending wedge, a descending wedge. We look at all if we have a head and shoulder, or we will do if we have a trend line, where your trend line is, and then we look at where it could be breakout. There could be a breakout, right?
Right.
The Fibonacci queen.
Yeah, you see that? I'm laughing too. And she do taxes too, BB. She do tax. You want your taxes? That's BB right there. Connections. Okay, yeah, I'm listening to you.
Great, yeah, great. So yeah, so I'm looking at anywhere there could be some type of breakout. What I told my people is, people, if I mentor you, if I trade with you, you would never catch. Well, you could, but you'll be lucky. The trade right where you need to catch it, you would never get out where you need to get out at the exact time.
Right.
Now,
not perfect.
If you are trading breakout, you will most likely make good money. If it's good enough for you to take a screenshot, it's good enough for you to take your profit, right?
So I maybe got to write that down too. I like that.
Yeah. If it's good enough for you to take a screenshot, it's good enough for you to take profit. Because the market is not going anywhere. I want people to know that the market is not going anywhere. It's there. Whether you make, especially if you're trading options, because the thing is, what most people don't understand, you might get on the breakout, you're making 10-20% of the trade, and then it come back down. You at break even, or now you're in a negative, and then if you didn't take profit, and then you try to go back up, but you're not making that same amount of money because the premium doesn't get burnt.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So, okay. So I don't want to derail from the question that you asked me. So yeah, again, like I said, I trade breakout. Depends on whether it's from the pattern, whether it's from a support or resistance, whether it's from the trend line. We look at those and see and determine where there could be a breakout, and then we get our entry and determine what our exit point is, and then we make the money and go about our day.
Oh, beautiful, man. Beautiful. You gave us so much. I didn't expect that. So listen, I have questions that I need like one sentence answer, right? Because I got a lot of questions here. Yeah. I need one sentence answers from you, like as short as possible, because it's a list, right? So I'm gonna go go by the list because they got a lot of questions for you. So we're gonna go by the list. So you already answered about they wanted, if you trade breakouts, that's great. So Sheba, do you think Sheba is coming back? Yes or no?
Yes.
You think it's okay? Sheba's coming back. Okay. The next question is, is it a good time to buy in now that it's low of some of your favorite stocks, or is there another strategy to do, or don't buy yet, hold on? What do you think?
You could start, but don't put in all your money yet, because I wholeheartedly believe that there's a possibility that the market hasn't reached the floor yet. If we're talking about the stock market, you could see we reach the floor at if SPY reached in the lower 350, 340s. For crypto, if Bitcoin reached the $15,000. Now, I'm not saying it's going to reach it. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to reach it. I know last time I said Bitcoin was going to go to the 20,000. People were really mad. They say it's my fault that Bitcoin is at 20,000. So,
yes, man.
so
mad at you about that big man crypto.
Yeah, It's the market, man. I warn everybody that it's gonna go down, right? So it's gonna go down. You gotta be ready for it. You know, take your profit when you need to. So when it come back down, so you could reinforce your position, right? So you know, so you could start buying now, just so you don't miss everything, just in case it
Okay.
doesn't go lower.
Okay.
Okay. But there's possibility that is going to go, slightly lower before we could start with a new cycle.
Right. Okay. 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 So let me know. I got a question for myself. Let me know, right? Because I always tell, my students and the clients that, they want to buy at low, right? So I guess they understand that, you buy low, sell high, right? But again, stocks don't have to come up, right? It's not a golden rule that says it has to come up. Sort of like a lot of stocks like Palantir, Robinhood, they go up, they start up and they go down. So what I tell them is that wait for a little upward trend or a break of a diagonal resistance. Wait for a break, wait for a trending back up, and wait for about 1-2 days, see a little green and get back up. Even if you miss about $1, $2, at least it's going up. Jump on a train, then it's so much gains to make. But if we're buying as it's going low, it may continue to go low. Do you think that's good advice or what?
Honestly, that is absolutely right. You should never buy on I always tell people, you should never buy on it while something is going down.
Okay.
Because the sign is that it's going down. Unless you're shorting the stock, why would you buy while it's going down, right? You have to buy when you see sign that this downtrend is reversing, that is going to be an uptrend. Now you can start buying and you can go up with it. Yes, again, like I said, you're going to miss some. It's okay because there's so much to gain from it.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to miss some, but wait until you see an uptrend and then you go from there.
Bell buy. Oh, okay. Your number one strategy. Maybe you got a name for it. Maybe you don't have a name for it. Your number one strategy. People want to know.
My number one strategy?
Yes.
As far as, it's trading strategies, breakout. I love breakout.
Okay. Yeah. And you gave us a whole rundown about breakouts. Yes. Breakouts.
Yeah, I love breakout because it's so easy to make your money and then get out.
Oh, so listen, hold on. Breakout. So do you break out on the 1 minute chart, the 3 minute, the 5 minute?
1 minute.
Ooh, I like it. 1 minute breakout.
I'm a scalper. 3 minutes. three minutes. I'm only three green candle. If I'm going call, 3 green candle, I only make money. If I'm going put 3 green candle down, I only have make enough for me to get out.
Okay. So great. So is there any stocks you avoid? Yes or no? Or which one?
Yes. Just any stock with low volatility, with low value.
Yeah, because I see you trade the ones with a lot of volatility. So when do we know when to go heavy on a stock? When do we know when to go heavy on a stock and when not to go heavy on it? Or just when do we know when to go heavy on a stock? When do we know?
When you're confident about your analysis.
Okay.
When you're confident about your analysis, make sure you have, especially make sure you have certain, rules. No, if this happen, this is what might happen, or this is what most likely will happen. Okay. For example, I always say, if we're crossing down the 200, right, and we have what we call a three black hole going down, most likely we will see another 2 or 3 more black hole. You could go heavy on the position, and then 2-3 candles down, you make a lot of money, right? Or if you crossing up the 200 moving average, right? Crossing up the 200 moving average, right? That we're talking about the 1 or the 5 minutes. Not so much 15 to 20. 1 minute, you're crossing up 200 moving up. Now, once that candle is closed above that 200, the second candle is bullish. There's most likely you're gonna have 2 to 3 more bullish candle going that way. Then you can go heavy on that position, right? And then once you go heavy, 2-3 candle, you've already made good money.
Listen,
on the 1 minute.
Hold on.
With
Listen,
option.
I don't think. Please, I hope you guys are writing this down. Nowhere else are you being given free game. Listen, you can go to seminars, you can go to webinars, you can go across the country, you can go to another state to where you have to pay for it. They're not giving you information like this. They are motivating you. All they're gonna do, they're gonna motivate you and then send you back to your hotel, go home. This man has just gave you a whole strategy on the tool. Is it the 200 SMA or 200 EMA you use? SMA?
SMA. 200 SMA.
He's giving you a whole strategy, people. Throw my papers away. I don't need these papers anymore. Man, beautiful. No, I love it. I love it. So, okay. So, we trying to wrap it up. The next thing is, what was your worst trade? What was your worst trade or your worst loss? What did you learn from it? Try to give it to us, short as you can.
Oh, the worst trade was actually a mistake that I made. I meant to enter a position with $10,000. I entered the position with $100,000.
Wow.
And I panic. Next thing I know, because I enter it. So, and then I made two mistakes at once. I enter it thinking I'm going on a call, but I was already set on the put. I forgot to change it. And I enter with more position than I was supposed to. And I entered the wrong position. And I took I know because it was supposed to be like because I have a limit as well. So I enter, then it just keep going. I was like, oh yes, I'm good. I'm making money. So then I look, I'm like, wait, why am I losing money?
Right.
The next thing I know, within 3 minutes, I lost $67,000. So yeah, within 3 minutes. Because you are just scalping same day action around 11 a.m. So that's what happened. So premium burned really fast, going the opposite direction. I lost a lot of money. I almost cried. But my best trade was trading one of my favorite stock. It's not my favorite anymore because after the split, it kind of changed. But it's NVDA. I used to love trading NVDA when it was in the $300, $400, $600. Because it's so easy to make money with the premium. It would just, you got in, 1-2 candles, you up 20-25%. I'm like, oh, this is sweet. Because there was so much liquidity, there was so much open interest on that stock. Once you get in with the option, it goes up, then next thing you know, you make money with anything else, right? Any little move you make. So that's my favorite. That was my favorite. I think one day I was able to make about 78K in one day.
Yeah. Wow. And you know what? Things like that happen to all of us as we get more and more into the market, as we get more and more experience. Little minute things like that happen to all of us. Like we press put instead of call, or we get into one stock and we thought we was gonna get into another stock. Things that happen, but it takes experience. Stay in the markets. Don't give up. Be encouraged. Because this is what brings about that financial freedom that Rickyson is talking about. And I see Lan say she lost $100. She cried. Listen, at one point in time, that was a lot to us, and to
Yeah,
some people,
it was.
it still is a lot. Risk management is most important. And I thank you, Ricky. So we got the last questions, and this comes down to inspirational stuff, man. And we want to hear from you. We want this to be the last impression we get from you and Boulpik and what you bring to us today. And we thank you, Upskill Trading Academy here at Jeff's Investment. We thank you so much. The viewers thank you. The culture thanks you. Haiti thanks you for everything, man, from January to December, man. I really, this is really from the heart. So I want you to just tell us, what's your best advice that you can give someone starting off in investing and trading? What can you tell them?
Learn as much as possible. No one trade is going to make you rich. Don't try to get into the market thinking you're going to be rich tomorrow. It will not happen. I will bet you everything that I have, it will not happen. Okay? You have to learn and understand the market. When I say learn, it's not knowing how to enter and exit the position. It's knowing the fundamentals of the market and how the market moves, right? If you learn find the knowledge. If you don't have the money to pay for the knowledge now, I guarantee you, if you go to YouTube, there's plenty of some of those information might be fluff, right? They might be fluff. They might try to sell you something. You don't have to buy anything. I guarantee you there is a lot that you're going to learn. I'm pretty sure Jeff is there, teaching, his skills, about investment, about trading, Boulpik. There's if you can afford them, okay, get yourself the knowledge. One thing that I did not mention, it's starting off, I lost a lot of money to a point where, out 3 weeks into trading, I had $50,000 on an account and I lost $40,000 of it because I did not know what I was doing.
Right.
Okay. I just did not know what I was doing. I wanted to be a millionaire. I wanted to trade.
Right.
I know about the market. It's not that I didn't know what the stock market is because I was a portfolio manager. I know what the stock market was, but the fundamental of trading, I did not have them. And I end up losing a lot of money until I went out of my way and learned the basics of trading and learn, risk management and learn what I need to learn in order for me to have success in this market as a trader specifically.
Beautiful, beautiful. I hope everybody's writing this down, definitely. So last but not least, what's the best advice you can give a trader who wants to become independent and full-time, just like you are today?
Protect your asset. Apply risk management. Same thing. Protect your asset. If the market is not going anywhere, okay? The market is not going anywhere. You don't have to. It would not happen tomorrow. I would not suggest anyone to just wake up today and say, I'm gonna leave my job and become a full-time trader. Again, focus on risk management. Know how to manage your account. Be consistent. Be a consistent trader. Have a journal. Write that. If you cannot do it electronically on a computer, put it on a piece of paper. Buy a notebook and write every single trade. If you lose that trade, write the reason why you lost it. If you win, write the reason why you win. And then at the end of the day or at the end of the month, however, whenever you have time, at the end of the week, go over these trades and see why you lost that trade, why you win that trade, and redo it again. Okay? Again, protect your capital. If you have an account that has $20,000 on it, right, set a goal for yourself. I always tell my students, most of us, we've had a job before, right? So when they say, okay, I'm gonna pay you, $30,000 a year for that job, they didn't hand you $30,000.
Right.
Every week or every 2 weeks, they give you a paycheck. This is towards the $30,000 that I said I'm gonna give you. Set that goal for yourself. Say, okay, this year, okay, I have a $10,000 account. I want to make it to 50. I want to make $50,000.
Right.
Now, take that 50, divided, how much money you need per day. Okay. When you do that, it's going to be just a small amount. It's going to be just a small amount. I have this challenge that I'm doing, it's math. It's not me. It's just mathematics, right? If you can make 2%, if you have $1,000, right?
Right.
Take this out. If you want to make $1 million in a year in 365 trading, assuming you don't take big losses and stuff like that, if you can make 2% of your total account per day, you make $1 million. You need $1.3 million in a year with $1,000.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Hey Jeff, if you need that spreadsheet, I can send it to you, right? And you can share with your students.
I think I seen it.
Yeah, you could share it. Yeah, you could share it with your students if you want to.
Thank you.
So it's pretty simple. It's like I'm gonna give it to you, right? So if I have $1,000, I'm going to risk between 20 and 25% of my account, right? So if I risk that, I know for some people it's huge, but you only have $1,000, right? So as you get more money, your account getting bigger, you're risking less money. Okay, so you risk 25%. All you need to make is 10%. 10%. Okay, for that day, you make 10% of of, so if I have $1,000, I risk 25%, that's $250, right? Then you trade, then you risk 10% of that. That's about, give or take about 20 bucks, 25 bucks. Okay. Your first day, all you need to make is $20. Then you build from that, right? You build from that. And then if you trade 365 times, the total amount is $1.3 million with $1,000. Assuming you don't take big loss, you compensate for those wins that you for those losses when you get a win. Right? It's not hard. Just again, like I said, protect your account, apply risk management, and continue on learning. There's a lot to learn. I'm still learning. Okay, I'm still learning. There are things that I don't know. I call myself an option queen, king, not queen. Oh Jesus Lord, not queen. But I think I know everything about option. But once in a while, I discover something that I never even knew about. Right.
Okay.
So the learning will not stop. So continue learning, and I guarantee you will end up being a full-time trader and be successful.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. So stay right here on Brickerson Land. I want you to drop the link. If you sign up, we'll put you on our Discord. I want to thank everyone for coming. Thank everyone for joining in, tapping in, for your support, all around, all aboard. I want to thank our sponsors. I want to thank everyone for making this happen. Get in Rickerson's bio, get in my bio, like it, love it, follow us, do everything you need to do so you can be abreast, so you can know what's going on in our community. We're dropping flyers, we're dropping links, we're dropping gems and jewels. Go back and tell everyone you heard it. You heard Boulpik speaking, you were there. He dropped it on you, let everybody know. We're out here, loving everybody, having a good time, making money, being profitable, taking care of our families, and we thank you for everything you've done. Last but not least, Rickerson, one last time, let us know where to find you at. Let us know what to do once we find you, and let everybody know, man, how much you support them in total.
Hey, you guys already know, you guys are my community. Women who appeal, I love y'all. So if you need to contact me, but you can contact Boulpik at any time, Boulpik Trading on all social media, or me personally, if you need, to get in touch with me, you can send me a DM at Rickison89, all social media. You'll find me, or if you need, access to, my private Discord, just go to boulpiktrading.com. Any question you have, a team member will be able to help you, or I'll be able to help you personally. Again, you guys already know I love y'all. Whatever question you have, whatever anything you have, I will not give you any financial advice, but I will, put you in the right direction for, the right direction and to be succeed, and whether it's the stock market and the financial market as a whole.
Thank you, man. Thank you for your time and everything. Listen, we need to stay connected. Hey,
no shit.
Yes, because you're doing beautiful things, man. You're doing beautiful things, and you taught me a lot. You continue to teach me, and I love how you welcome me when I called. Man, continue to be blessed, you and your family, man. All that, man. And let's stay in touch. Let's stay in touch. I thank you so much. And, as Boulpik and Rickerson goes, man, I want to just thank all my sponsors. And thank you for your time. I want to thank Illy Shots, Versace Soaps. I want to thank Land. I want to thank Sparkle_Status. I want to thank BB Connections. I want to thank Passable Market. I want to thank everyone. If I forgot you, I love you. I thank you. We had a great time going out and tell everybody how wonderful it was. And we got to do this again. Maybe 6 months from now.
Definitely. Definitely. We got to do this again. Whether it's here, whether on Boulpik. Hey, I will contact you. I got some stuff to talk to you about. I will contact you, and then we'll stay connected, man.
Thank you. And when you come to Miami, when you come to Florida,
definitely.
You come down here and you don't come here, we're gonna have problems.
No, I definitely. I'm gonna hit you up. I should be down there next month, but I'm gonna hit you up.
Same here, man. I go down there. We'll link up, man. Thank you so much, God bless. Thank you,
All
everyone.
right, no problem, man. All right,
All
thank you
right.
for having me.
Okay.